think because it presents well that it's not trauma informed.
No, you're right, because honestly, I'm not Kanye, but I had a cousin try to eat my pussy, and when I was young, and I pushed her away and told her no. So that can happen. Like and I'm dead ass serious. Like, that's sad. It's very sad. It's traumatic, and it's something that I don't care about talking about it now. But a lot of families are like, don't tell, don't say nothing, da 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 da. But if I see that motherfucker next to my sister, my little sister or something, bitch, you're gonna get it, cause you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand.
No, I appreciate you.
You mean your milk cousin? We're talking about Kanye gave head to his milk cousin.
I know, new guy. I know what the topic is, and I was just correlating and trying to sympathize and empathize. What is really going on in the street day to day. You know what I'm saying? Because the last thing I would hate to happen was for that situation to happen to my child or
the
your
last
child.
thing you would hate
Anybody's
is the first thing you would love.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, any of y'all hear the new song from Kanye, Hail Hitler?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I heard it was fire.
That's what they say.
You know what else is fire? My rematch.
So are fucking Tomo. What do you do with child molesters?
New guy, who do you know around here?
Who are children?
You deal with what drove them to engage in that behavior in the first place. You got to unpack that.
Exactly.
People don't want to unpack that because it's a cultural thing.
They don't want to talk about
people don't. That's the thing. It's like you can be for someone responding to the exact same problematic child maltreatment, but because the vice that they take looks like having a bunch of bees, and mansions and a bunch of wealth and stuff like that, you think that that's not a problem, right? Okay, then the next person takes the exact same situation and then they do something that you're not okay with, or you think is worse than. But at the end of the day, it all comes from the same place, and this is why you have some people who, within what we're seeing, come out in the news, is a concoction of these different things.
Man, Chris, the only concoction is you on here 18 hours a day talking about nothing, Chris. Read a book.
Like, what? Or was it a girl cousin? Kanye.
Wait, I just answered that question, and you said that you knew you were given a correlation.
No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
But I just said, for the record, we're talking about Kanye giving head to a male cousin, and then you said,
"Oh no, you never said a male."
That's what I just said.
No, you didn't.
You said, "I know." I'm following along. I was just giving you a correlation.
That whole situation is nasty.
Listen, we're not going to play these games, the new guy. We're not doing it. Not today.
But it's stuff like this. It's stuff like this that shows that it's a cultural problem, because as you support these artists and you don't know where they're coming from, you support every other thing that you're complaining about. You didn't know you were complicit in creating it, because now you've enabled them.
How do we create that? he was a kid. That's just his own, I don't know, his porn addiction or whatever. I don't think that's...
Porn wasn't around back then, though, bro.
Because
like it was around, but like paper porn, or like VHS tapes.
No, he said he was addicted to, I think, his uncle's magazines or something like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you think
paper
we could
porn.
start mute up?
yeah, because it's like, okay, so I think it would be interesting to kind of like critically look at some of the other symbols of like value that went along with this hidden incident, right? I think that you would find a consistency. I don't think that these childhood incidents are totally separate from some of the different like commodities and products and things that people ultimately try to possess, like as a way of like distancing themselves from the situation, i.e. the type of girls that he likes, right? Kim Kardashian, the one girl who's walking around all butt naked and stuff, like what is it called, like arm candy, just doesn't really have like, it's not like a very deep thing, right? It's just something that maybe he felt like he could adorn himself with to kind of distance himself from that situation, like to make him more cool.
I respect him, I don't mean it.
I don't. I'm just looking at the situation critically. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying, like, culturally.
I'm just saying, like, really to come out and be like, yo, when I was such and such age, I sucked my cousin's dick because of whatever. To even say that, people go to their fucking grave. How many people in their fucking casket in their fucking grave right now will keep that as a secret? But he is telling people. I don't know why, but I'm just saying, like, to me, that's some boss shit. Like, stop fucking hiding.
Yo, Ike.
Be who you are.
Yo, Ike, what happened? Is that what happened in your head?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's a thing for fun and pleasure and so forth. I didn't want to hijack the conversation, but when the guy Chris said he's looking at it critically, he immediately was talking about not the occurrence of just child molestation by another child. He immediately brought it back up to is it Kanye that you're talking about?
I hate this nigga. Shut up.
But what I was gonna say really slow, like Galaxy might not have said, was because when now my point was in terms of source, right? I was molested when I was 6 by a 14-year-old girl, and later her friend. In terms, not that I'm continuing quote unquote any cycles of abuse in that fashion, but you could say that your attitude towards other people becomes significantly different after a certain occurrence, and you have time to reflect on it. And so anyway, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I agree. There's a lot of people that have done this shit that will take it to their grave. And it does take some balls to state it in a way, right? In a way, you can frame it like that. But I'm just throwing it in there in terms of what happened to somebody that would lead them to do such a thing, child molestation, right? And I don't know what leads people to do such things. Okay, Galaxy, take it away. Or whoever else.
I appreciate you sharing that. I think I understand too. Like, it's an uncomfortable conversation for some people, but if we don't talk about it, part of it is there's, perpetuate the cycle of abuse because it, infringes on silence. And I know that for some people it may be just an uncomfortable thing, but at the end of the day, like, I appreciate those who do speak about it because I can't be responsible for other people's unwillingness to be responsible for their own lives and like cater to their feelings no more than I want them to cater to mine. So and at the end of the day, it's a huge problem. So yeah, I think that taking a look at these individuals who amass all this wealth, all this quote unquote success, all these aspirations that everybody else wants, and then it creates a culture where people get bullied because they don't necessarily want the same things or are not showing up in a certain way to get those same said things. And all of that is nothing but a facade, right? It breeds the same cycle of rejection, of marginalization, that ultimately puts kids into different situations where because they have felt deprived of one reason or another, like the cycle of abuse continues. Where there are misguided where there are misguided feelings, there are misguided aspirations. And so it's just interesting to take a look at because you hear men say like, oh, men don't have emotions and stuff, but then they like are highly invested in and attached to different sports or industries where there's a permission structure for men to be able to be that vulnerable because they are also able to perform at a high level. And so, that's a much bigger narrative that needs to be tackled.
Well, and Chris, do you think that this arm candy, right, the distancing might have been because there's like he's already so guilty of something in his own mind that he appears that all of his relationships are going to remain with this sense of distance or performativeness, right? Meaning that it's him having already gone through something that he doesn't want the limelight to shine on him in some way, so he gets a distancing relationship for show. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Definitely. I mean, because like even in the Black culture, right, where it's, I don't know if it still is the case, but at least when I was growing up, like people were very big on their shoes, right? Having Jordans, having clean shoes that didn't have creases in them. And this was something that was also like very popular in socioeconomic levels where they also didn't have a lot of other things. So it was like if you had fresh shoes and they didn't have creases in them, even if they cost you more than like some of the other things that you desperately needed, it was a way of distancing yourself from the depravity of like your home environment. You know what I mean? Like it's some sense of self-worth or trying to develop a relationship with worth in something that you can associate yourself with as a compensation for not feeling it on a deeper level. Still
buying an iPhone when you should just be getting an Android.
Man, see, I feel like I need a Nokia at this point. This is crazy. That's another conversation.
I appreciate your sandwich. But I didn't know if ASB wanted to speak on cycles because it sounded like, holy shit, you got a backstory there, as everyone does.
And I think ASB left out.
Yeah, I think she did. And that's the only reason I was urgent to get on stage. It wasn't for disclosure, but for people allowing whatever backstory individuals have all the way into their childhood to be like causal reasons or pegged possibilities, speculative reasons. Like people have their reasons.
That's definitely cool and everything, but what happened to your head, dude? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's Andy.
Alright, cool.
Did someone hate crime you? Just checking. Just want to know.
No.
Okay, just make sure.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's just about, it's important if we're going to have conversations around conclusions that we come to, that we include all the facts, because it's very much analogous to, on a cultural level, what happens when a society has stigmatized its past, right? And we just come to false conclusions. And we actually think we're continuing with the facts, and we're not even really informed, because we're not talking about all the facts, because there's certain things we don't want to talk about because maybe they're black, right? Something like that. So I think that there's so much to be learned from our own experiences that are mirrored in society, and where you can recognize that in principle, I need to understand the events of the past to be able to glean from them some of the lessons that they teach me around psychology, power, around relationships, right? That are the real meat and potatoes of the situation, and not just not get lost in the circumstance itself, because it teaches you more about yourself and about the type of relationships that you need to be in. What are some of the solutions that we need in this world, and what will keep our families together at the end of the day? And it's because it's so uncomfortable, right? It's like, oh, but I'm so strong. And it's like, okay. But if you can't even contend with, it's very interesting. Like when people say, well, I don't want to read books on race because they make me feel uncomfortable. But then they want to hold a gun.
It was down. Remember, I made zero eye contact with him. He saw my hat. He ripped the hat off my head, crumbled it. I had to go confront him and say, what are you doing, dude? Because he had the hat on it. Then he told me to go get it. I'm sorry. Then after that, of course, he leaned towards me. So like you see, I had to go throw my food at his face. And then
we lost. We lost the popular vote, and we lost the electoral vote. We got crushed, and we need to be humble about that, and we need to have some grace.
And see that in principle, it's the same formative.
We need to understand why.
I mean, some of the solutions that you propose might be better because of just what you know to be true for yourself. So that's
as an incumbency panel.
Yeah, I'm on.
No, I was just saying I agree.
Yeah. When I look at some of the things that are going on around in society, and I'm like, okay, we're banning books because of what? Or because of how it makes somebody feel? So you can't deal with your feelings? Okay. So you already know. Feelings. And some of these other social problems.
Country, and its rankings down there with several African countries, but they have lower than 100 IQ. My point being that the people in Israel sounds to me like they're kind of like puppets of the American Jews. They're essentially, cynic to answer this question, but they seem to be there essentially to fill, physical space so that they can continue to invoke the place. Because if they didn't have them, they would just lose it due to not wanting to live in the area that they want to control. No.
I'm waiting for cynics to say something. Makes sense to me. Oh, okay.
No way, dude. They're totally independent thinkers, and they are not controlled by American Jews.
You're giving us indigestion, comedian.
Well, I suggest you just don't eat so much food and go to the gym and maybe read a book.
Go travel. Go on vacation. Do something with your life. Don't come on a social audio chat 40 hours a week talking about nothing, wasting all your fucking time. Yeah, I know you love it, but I'm saying, I'm just asking. Maybe you want to read a book sometime and increase your IQ instead of being a low IQ, low educated voter.
The Israeli Jew.
You want what?
Let me ask you guys before it gets toxic in here. Are you guys racist?
Racist.
Yeah, Diego and Cynic and Brincesia. Well, what do you think racism is, stupid? It's hatred.
No.
I'm just trying to see. None of you guys are racist in here?
Hatred is just like, you don't want your kids to grow up around them or whatever.
So you're not racist?
No, I mean, I would do business with you.
No such thing as racist.
No such thing as racist. Wow, that's such a woke take.
So can you put a cross on the backyard and just burn it?
Update me. I'm not stubborn. I'll learn from others. Update me.
Well, let me try. Let me try to help you, Bag. Welcome to a room created by Diego, a house of Jew-hating, anti-Semitic pieces of shit, losers who waste all their time talking about nothing because they got nothing better to do. They got no lives. They got no books. They got no entertainment. This is their entertainment, their own stupidity. Welcome to the house of stupid people. You're a fucking loser, Cynic. You're a laptop repairman, you fucking loser. I come here to roast loser laptop repairmans.
Alright, let's have a level-headed conversation.
I'm a comedian. I came here to laugh and to make fun of people. This is a roast.
People haven't been funny since Seinfeld, man.
We haven't been funny since Seinfeld. What are you talking about? Your show's hilarious.
He doesn't identify as Jew anymore.
He's a cashew, right?
My mother's gorgeous. My father's Jewish. I am a cashew. The best type of nut. The best, the most delicious nut.
Oh, you're not even Jewish, okay.
Yeah, my mother's not Jewish. Did you think I was Jewish?
Why you so loud, bro? You're not Jewish. I never find you.
I'm not Jewish, but I read Torah because Torah is very smart. I read books.
He is
What did you understand from the Torah?
I learned that there are stupid people in this world that live in excrement and hate and filth. People like you, low IQ people who don't read Torah.
Man, what a waste of damn time.
What a waste of fucking time.
You're giving us indigestion, comedian.
You'll stop eating so much shawarma, fatty.
I wish my phone didn't die so I could go back to this street party I found.
Oh.
Philosophical indigestion.
Well, have you tried Steve's lava chicken to solve that indigestion?
Are you gonna sing to us?
La 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 lava chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell.
You well. He helped you. You were off key before.
Were you trying to sing La Bamba?
Why'd you stop? Do the whole thing, comedian.
Honestly, those YouTube videos killed it. I got like 30,000 views of me singing Steve's Lava Chicken.
But you have to admit that Diego really coached you through that.
He did. You're like my voice coach, Diego. Thank you. Yeah, you had it down cold. I had to learn from you with that one.
The guy that wanted the civil conversation?
The guy who asked if you're racist?
Yeah, what kind of question is that, man?
It's a loaded question.
Could you do a duet with the lava chicken, comedian Diego?
Yeah, we could try it. You want to try it? Let me get my Trump hat and my glasses so I look like a black Stevie Wonder.
You smell that? That's the smell of Celine.
That's right.
There's so many mashups. It's unbelievable. If you go on YouTube, there's so many people that have made like varieties and variations of that song.
Oh yeah, it's great. I like the ones where they actually animated the Minecraft 3D animations. Did you see the one where they turned them into chickens and Steve was the chicken? And then at the end, he just comes out as like a fat Buddha drumstick.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that one's good.
Okay, ready?
Wait,
Set.
I actually don't know the last two lines of it by heart. I'm retarded, so I can't memorize anything.
At least you admitted to it. I'm retarded too, so it's okay.
Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
It took you a couple of times to remember it too, right, Diego?
Yeah, the last two lines were hard. I don't know why.
It's because people can't memorize more than 3 variables.
Well, Jack Black says he struggles a lot with remembering lines of song.
Well, he goes on stage. I mean, I think a lot of it is improv. Maybe not.
Yeah.
He's got his band. You know, this is what you do when you make a lot of money. You just start playing music. You retire, and you just start a band.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, you ready, Diego? A 1.
What about the song Dennis? Did you hear that one?
It's in the movie?
Yeah.
No, I haven't
Where
heard
he's
that one.
talking to he named his wolf dog Dennis. He says, "So long, Dennis. I've had good times with you, Dennis." Ooh, and then he starts crying.
When you sing, you remind me of old Hollywood. That's what I envision in my head.
Oh.
Maybe because it's PTR. Yeah.
It's the voice. Okay, are you ready for the duet?
A 1, a 2,
Diego?
a 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 lava. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. Oh, Mama Caesar, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Oh, super spicy. It's a lava attack.
Okay, it was okay for the first take, guys, but I think you can do better.
We caused Cynic to have a migraine early. Usually it takes me an hour before I get Cynic to have a fucking mental collapse migraine. Well, my Trump girl, she doesn't want to see me anymore, so that little romance has quickly ended. She was watching my YouTube, and then she realized that it's just a show about losers who talk about nothing, so she's like, you're wasting all your time.
Why don't you just say the opposite? Like, very interesting people talking about important topics, and you can psyop your viewers into thinking that you're actually doing something important.
No, I want to be transparent. I want to be transparent, but the truth is, like, she also...
No, you lost her because of that.
I didn't lose her. She's a very angry person. She just doesn't want to be nice or, play games anymore. It's over.
The one that Melissa called out the picture?
Yeah. Yep.
Melissa.
She's got a lot of suitors, so I don't blame her for just, jumping ship.
That's funny. Well.
That's life.
Well, she didn't want to have children, so it's okay.
That's true.
Well, that's good. Now you shouldn't jump.
Well, I don't think she's vaccinated, and, anyways, the point is, the now is all important, and in the now is love, and I am complete.
There you go, because God loves you.
I've had 2 sister-in-laws that are vaccinated with kids, so.
Really? But did they get Vaxa when they had the baby inside of them? Because what kind of a woman in her right mind would vaccinate herself with an experimental COVID-19 vaccine while she's pregnant carrying a child?
There's no point doing it, but I think maybe we're better off than we thought we'd be.
So you're saying you're pro-vax now?
Not a pro. I just I think it's there's it's a little kooky to say that
Prince.
That's right.
Are you gonna? Oh, I think Diego's. Are you okay?
The truth is in the middle. It's not extreme.
Really? I don't think the truth is in the middle on this one. I think the government, Fauci, Operation Warp Speed, Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, it's definitely a pandemic because there was a pandemic response article I read in the Bush administration that this was like years in the making, because prior to big technology, big pharma was the big tech.
Wait, repeat what you said. I drifted. Go ahead.
I was saying that during the George Bush administration, there was some type of like memo that I saw about a pandemic, essentially, and how big pharma. Really, what you have to understand is that all of this was.
You to that because you're a Jew?
No, because it was in the news. Stupid. The point is, the Pentagon. The Pentagon was responsible for all of this.
I feel like we're friends.
We are
Do you
friends.
think we're friends?
Yeah, we're friends. I don't have anything against you
I
personally.
love Chicago. I haven't been there in a while, but it's one of my favorite cities.
Oh, well, you know, feel free to come here anytime and have yourself a green beer. The point is, you know, it's not halfway. I mean, the pandemic, I mean, for fuck's sake, Fauci funded the Wuhan research that created this stupid virus, let alone the vaccine response was most likely not even necessary. Look at Sweden. They didn't even shut down, and they didn't have a mandated vaccine, and they had no.
The whole thing was at least some money.
I'm sorry, I'm not listening to this because it doesn't make sense to me. Can we talk about something else?
Listen, sudden death and adverse events and mortality outside of the norm, the statistical.
I don't believe in getting vaccinated.
I didn't know anybody that died from COVID. I don't think I've known anybody.
I know people that died from getting the vaccine, and it only accelerated their death.
Ventilators killed people.
Yeah, ventilators. I know.
Yeah, like old people.
Well, listen to this.
My cousin, very young man, has children, died because
they put him on a ventilator. Yeah, it's a rotisserie spigot. It kills you. You know, these doctors and nurses killed a lot of people.
Died because they put him on a ventilator.
Oh yeah, that's what killed him probably.
Wow.
I personally think that, but whatever.
You can't sue. I know a Jewish girl who actually sells these ventilators, and she made so much money during the pandemic. She's gone on multiple president trips, sponsored by the big
President's
tech
for sales.
Yeah, it's called AbbVie, I think.
I feel like fighting with Prince. Prince, can you come on up?
Look at Prince like he's some cool guy at a cafe, just
Prince,
laughing, having a good time.
Prince, I know Diego already invited you.
Meanwhile, Prince is like a fucking terrorist. You know, that's his cover. He's like all chic now, looking, cool.
You know
like
what
at a
I
fucking
had
cafe.
Prince in my phone book as? Wannabe terrorist UK.
Ooh. I can't believe the UK police haven't picked him up.
Nora's flirting big time with Prince Day.
Damn.
No, I'm not. I would never flirt with him. I fight with him.
What do you mean? You're like a jihadist in his fucking online core, You go to New York, you fight in the fucking elevator shafts. You're like a fucking wannabe jihadist yourself.
No, who am I jihading over?
I don't
know. Comedian. Actually, I can't say anything because you're recording. Never mind. I still have court.
Oh, so your freedom of speech is impacted?
I'll say it. I looked myself up for the first time. Like, I searched my hashtag on Twitter.
You saw your hair? Yikes. How did you feel?
My hair wasn't that bad. I mean,
really? You kept touching it because it was so horrible. It looked like it hadn't been shampooed or conditioned in weeks.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, you're a catfish. You're a total catfish. You don't even look like your PTR. Your PTR looks like when you're 24. And in your fucking elevator shaft attack, you look 39.
No, I didn't.
Okay, 46.
No. But listen, I watched it, and I watched some of the things that they edited.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that I said,
that was all
I don't
edited.
remember, but I know why I said it.
Mm-hmm.
But I said it really without skipping a beat. When this was going to the FBI, I said perfect.
Yeah, you're like a programmed terrorist. You said all the right buzzwords.
No. My subconscious was fighting a war, and the war is the way that Palestinian Americans are politically targeted. They're associated with Hamas for charity organizations. Because
they're funneling money to terrorists.
I was obsessing over a case before all this happened of this father who's in prison for 65 years because of a charity organization because they said he was conspiring with Hamas. That's the stuff that I was internalizing right before that. So it was like I had a mission not just about myself, my family, my father, but like the entire, like in my subconscious. I just didn't know what consciously I was doing because I blacked out. Or because I was medicated.
Well, just because you tell us you blacked out doesn't mean anything to us because we've seen the video, we saw what you said, but it doesn't make a difference to me. You didn't kill anybody.
I said I was conspiring with Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and ISIS. Obviously, I'm not.
Well, obviously you're not, but you're stupid enough to say it. Yeah, that's the problem about all communication being hypnosis. When you say stupid things, there's repercussions for saying stupid things.
No.
Yes, there are.
No.
Look, you wouldn't be having any of these problems if you kept your mouth shut. If you didn't say anything, you wouldn't have these problems.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's true. Listen, the saying is, do you see that fish on the wall there? You know how it got there? It opened its mouth. You fucked up. You opened your mouth, and now you're getting nailed to a cross. Welcome to the world of justice.
I thought Jews had high IQ in America. Are you still not processing what I'm saying?
What are you trying to say?
He's going to crucify you like Jesus.
What are you trying to say?
I've been crucified so many times, Diego. That's why I love Jesus.
Well, this is your come to Jesus moment. Welcome to heaven.
You know, when they were tying my ankles and tying my wrists and injecting me against my will, if that's not feeling like Jesus, what is?
That's the medical industrial complex. Welcome to the world of 5150.
You're retarded.
No, you're retarded. And Diego's retarded, but I don't know what to tell you. You guys are still here.
Diego taught you how to sing. Why are you upset with him?
Listen, I'm like a sponge, okay? Wherever I go, I just want to absorb whatever the environment has to offer. And Diego offered up some Steve's Lava Chicken, and it turned out to be a big success. And I'm opening a Steve's Lava Chicken franchise here in Chicago. I hope when we open up, you'll come in for some of Steve's Lava Chicken.
Who's Yannick? Hello, Yannick. Are you a real person?
Yeah, it's got to be real. Looks very, very. Let me look at the profile. Is it high credibility? Let's see. Yannick's bored. Oh no. No. Super sketch.
This is Abby's burner.
Is it? She's back. She joined me on X Spaces the other day, and I actually have a not a Diego, what's her man's name? Diogenes Spooner. I have a clip of him screaming about the National Socialists, about how they were very successful, and it's not very good.
Hello, Yannick. Diego, is there something wrong with your mic? You keep unmuting, but we don't hear anything.
Nothing?
Now I hear you. Nothing. Comedian, your photo's retarded.
Well, you don't like gremlins?
I just noticed your photo. Just opened it. Friends, come up to the stage. I need somebody to fight with. Well, Yannick doesn't want to talk. Diego's mute.
They use your words against you.
Welcome to life.
They have no foundation for anything. They believe in nothing.
Well, this is the problem about saying things that aren't true when they're very shocking, especially in a heightened environment. You can't say shit.
What are you talking about, comedian?
How many times do I have to tell you? All communication.
Bomb on an airplane.
Yeah. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bam, 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 around. See, it's okay if you say it, you know, like in a movie or, you know, comically. You have to be very explicit. This is comedy.
Or if you're a Jew.
That too. Did you see this F1 thing got canceled?
Yes, Diego.
Can we get your other sound in here? I want to play something for Ron.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's do it.
Let me go get my laptop. I'm laying down like a fish.
There should be a movie about you, Diego, called like Your Friendly Anti-Semitic Nazi Neighbor You Never Knew. The devil lives next door to you. You're like the poster child for like a Nazi MAGA anti-Semite.
Why, because he's so handsome?
Handsome? No, I'm just saying like Robert Taylor is like the perfect example of somebody you see in a movie who it's like where like a nice family moves in, they get to know Robert, they invite him over for dinner, they invite the family over, and then they see him on the internet screaming about the Jews and how he wants to kill them and how they're responsible for everything terrible. And they're just like, is that the same guy that we just had dinner with? And they're like, oh my God, honey, you can't invite Robert over anymore.
You're a piece of crap.
Well, you just said you wanted to come to Chicago and hang out because we're friends. See, you're you're so bipolar, Princessia. You're so hot and so cold. Jeez Louise. No. The room's on replay. Everyone can see what you said.
You just are weird and think you're doxing people when you're not. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
And I want to clarify something. I don't want to kill any Jews. I want to convert them
to Catholicism.
Their accounting skills and their nitpicking would be a valuable resource in the Catholic Church.
In terms of what? Like weeding out all the pedophiles who are raping children?
Yeah, for example, like right there, if we converted a good like 100 Jews, we'd probably get like 10,000 pedophiles right there. They'd give them all up.
The Inquisition. Let's begin. The Inquisition. What a sin.
How many
the Inquisition.
Generations did your friend's mother live in Iraq? Like, were they there? Because I believe they're a Kurd. I reject that Jews are an ethnicity.
You reject that Jews are an ethnicity? Nobody ever said it was an ethnicity. It's a religion. They received the Torah at Mount Sinai.
They have jokes about it when you say, who's a Jew? And they say, that's an interesting question.
Exactly.
Legally, it's got to be your mother. That's why I'm not Jewish, despite my annoying voice and maybe my bald head and my Jewy-looking nose. My mother is not a Jew.
Turn it down 3 notches. Okay, what am I playing, Diego? What is Nuda Pandura playing?
The Inquisition by Mel Brooks.
By the way, I'm Jewish. Jacob probably didn't know this.
I knew you were Jewish. I fucking knew it. The moment I saw you at that gas station with your dandruff problem, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Latin extract are Jewish.
I knew you were a diaspora Jew. You're a self-hating Jew. He's a diaspora Latino Jew. He's a Latino.
No.
Telling you, your great-grandmother's Jewish and you don't know it. Your family was converted in the Spanish Inquisition, silly. You're Jewish. Welcome to the tribe, Diego.
Yeah, that's the same Melissa.
Welcome to the tribe, Diego. I knew you were a Spanish Inquisition Jew.
All right, emergency press conference time. So I'm getting ready to go to the Met Gala. And all of a sudden, my phone, the last hour or two, my phone's fucking blowing up. Our bar in Philadelphia, Barstool Sampson Street, usually a great fucking bar. You know, bottle service, people buy drinks. You get a sign. There was a sign yesterday that said, fuck the Jews. I've been shaking. I've been so fucking mad for the last 2 hours. Like, I instantly got on. This is why the emergency press conference was late, because I was so over the top. It's like, I'm going to fucking make it my life fucking mission to ruin these people. Like, I'm coming to your throat. I'm never ending. And I just sat, and for the last 2 hours, I have been on the trail. Trust me, I've been on the trail. You think I'm going to put up with this shit at my bar? So I've been hunting down waitresses, the table who did it, and everything you can fucking name. Because I want fucking consequences for fucking actions. So I'm not just sitting back like, oh, what are you going to know? Trust me, I have been on it. I believe the 2 waitresses responsible for the table already fired. I talked to one of them, one of the dumbest fucking humans I've ever talked to in my life. She's at a fucking dance recital. She's like, can I call you back in 20? No fucking honey, you fucking can't. This is your one chance to talk to me. Idiot, total idiot, this girl. I talked to the guy Mike Wade who's tagged. Guess what? He wasn't even fucking there. I had this kid basically in tears turning state witness to me, rolling on the people who are there. I've talked to one of the 2 guys who fucking did it. He's like, I'm not anti-Semitic. He's basically crying to me. And I'm just like, I don't fucking buy it for a second. Who the fuck would do that sign in my fucking bar? You think I'm just going to sit here? I'm going to make it my fucking mission to put you in the lights. My fucking mission. Kid's crying. I just hung up on his ass. I go, I'm giving you 1 fucking hour. 1 fucking hour. 2 kids go to temple. Tell me, how do I make this fucking right before I go fucking ape shit? You want to take anti-Semitism classes? You want to do whatever? You make it feel right. I don't need your fucking tears. The Mike Wade kid wasn't even fucking there. Wasn't in the bar. We got the footage, not in the fucking bar. Trust me, they're pulling the footage, they're doing this. I'm 20 steps ahead. I'm using everything. I'm like, I am going to come for your fucking throat unless you give me answers. The 2 girls at the bar, idiots. This one girl, one of the waitresses, I just told her, like, you're the dumbest motherfucker I've ever talked to. 25 years old, going on fucking 2, you fucking dumb fuck. What I'm saying is, I'm getting the names, I'm trying to be a little responsible, I'm trying to play together, but I'm on it. I'm fucking on it. All right.
I was playing the other video in the thing that you sent. I was looking at it. Oh, okay.
Does Portnose understand the Portnose is what we call him? Yeah. Does he understand the Streisand effect? I know, dude. I know. And like,
break it down.
Yeah. I mean, talk about an overreaction.
Yeah, it's like...
Dude, are you fucking crazy? Do you know how much money this guy has invested in his bar and the fact that his employees allowed these people to create negative publicity for the bar? Are you fucking stupid? The guy just... He's... Bad publicity! The fucking place is gonna lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. He'll have to shut the whole fucking place down.
Oh, God. Hold on. Dude, if he put 10 signs that said fuck the Jews, he'd get 10 times as many fucking people coming to the bar.
No way, dude. Imagine if he put fuck the Muslims, the place would have been firebombed already.
That may be true, yes.
Yeah, it's fucking true. You're children, and that's why he's saying you're fucking children. This is about making money, you stupid fucks. This is a business, and you just fuck the business.
You don't have to. You don't listen. You came in good. Why do you have to?
Because you two are stupid. This is filth. This is trash. This is a waste of time. I just wanted to remind you of how stupid you are. You see, I'm doing the same thing that Dave Portnoy does, but this is my bar, and I'm here telling both of you that you both are stupid employees. When's your fucking dance recital, Princessia?
Oh, you think it was me? Wow.
No, stupid. I'm just making the point that you guys are doing the same thing that they do at that fucking bar. You're stupid people. You're a wasted time. You're losing your life second by second being stupid. That's your choice. I'm here to document it for you. But I just wanted to remind you.
We appreciate that you are projecting how you feel about yourself.
All communication is projection. All communication is hypnosis. I just wanted to remind you.
I know, I agree. You have to be very careful what you do.
Oh, hey, Dr. Pepe, you got one of my fucking YouTube accounts clipped because I labeled you as this guy named Longmont Potion Castle, and he's this neurotic prank call guy, and he fucking filed a copyright infringement against me, and now he has to sue me because I've filed an appeal with YouTube. But it's all over a clip of you talking, and he claims that it's his copyright because I used the name Longmont Potion Castle. And it's all because of Chris here on this app who told me to start listening to Longmont Potion Castle.
We don't know who this Chris is, I don't think.
He's got a YouTube account. He records clown house rooms.
Your disciple.
Yes. Dr. Pepe, welcome to Philosophical Indigestion. What's on your mind? So are you guys going to see, you guys are the types of schmucks who are probably booked a reservation and a table already at Portnoy's fucking bar.
Clubhouse? Portnoy, the fuck the Jews sign?
Yeah, the Barstool Sports guy.
Yeah. I saw like a video and he said that like he didn't want to like ruin their lives and like dox them or something. Or I think they already got doxed, but he said he was just gonna like, I don't know, maybe have them like do an Auschwitz tour. I'm being serious.
An Auschwitz tour, yes. Yes, he paid for them to go to Auschwitz and they agreed to it.
Well, at least he did for me.
And you know what I said? Can they bring calculators?
Oh God. Well, I would say at least he's not. I saw like when I woke up. There's
Are you fucking serious?
Like stop. Huh?
Bring calculators.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it. This is Pepe.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's Diego.
I apologize. I don't have my glasses on.
You didn't know that Diego's been to Auschwitz? He's taken soil samples inside the gas chambers.
I sincerely apologize. Diego, that was really lame. Okay? Come on.
Well, I would say when it comes to David Portnoy, it's actually like good optics because when I woke up, you saw like stop anti-Semitism that always shows up in my feed, and basically a lot of people are like, oh, let's dox them, let's whatever, but he's kind of like, oh yeah, I'll take care of it, but it's not going to make it, honestly, I think it's a better approach because then it's kind of like, oh, okay, he's like caring, but he's doing something about it. He's not trying to like
destroy rationality is returning to the world slowly.
Not trying to put them in Rikers, Pepe?
Not Rikers, but like, get their...
Oh,
I completely missed this story. I gotta look into this.
So it was like at his bar in Philadelphia. So there's these people that had bottle service, and there's like a huge sign that where you can put the letters on, black letters at the back, backlit, and it said "fuck the Jews" and it was pretty big sign, and they were all
but Pepe, the media is making this argument that it's bad for business, and if you have some of those signs, you'd have more business. What are you talking about? In Chicago, this place would be packed.
No, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia, even better.
Bro, you're stupid as fuck.
But Portnoy's in...
All right. We disagree on business.
Listen, we've been in the same business. I had a vending machine business. You had a vending machine business. We both installed vending machines at laundromats. We've been in the same business. We've got kismet. There's a reason why I met you at that gas station that day.
There are some business owners that don't want their establishment to be, what's that place in London? Speaker's Corner. They just want to serve drinks. They, don't want to cause a commotion because everyone who puts up a fuck this group, well, that group is going to get pissed off, and the last thing he needs is fights breaking out in his establishment.
Well, I did see a video, and it was just, he's American, he looks Middle Eastern, but he had a shirt on it at Lifetime Fitness.
Says $1 trillion.
Israel kills children. and they ended up like canceling his membership. While
Yeah, I
there.
saw that.
And
Yeah,
to me,
FYI,
I kind of think like, okay, you're
I
really
didn't create that
bringing
meme.
your protest into this
Exactly.
place. I would never allow that.
Racist
Fuck
piece
that,
of
fuck the
shit.
Jews. Fuck the Jews.
I would never allow a shirt that says fuck anybody.
I still found it kind of funny.
Normalizing it. Come on, David. Now you're normalizing it. Stop it.
Funny.
Stop it. Don't you?
Dude, shut the hell up. No, but here's the thing, like,
Common saying.
Jack
in your circles.
Everybody but myself.
What?
Because
Jack first you call me Peppy, then you call me David.
I never called you David. I never said the word
it
David.
should trigger.
I never used the word David. No,
I only heard Pepe.
Because everything triggers the
Alright,
love.
but here's what I'm saying. Come on, it's just a stupid sign. Like, are you kidding me? It's
A
funny.
stupid sign. It's not funny.
If I didn't create
It's
that
not.
name,
I'm
racist
gonna go
piece of
ape
shit
shit
for
on
the
this
people, I
and
still
do
found
it,
it kind of
jihad on
funny.
anyone.
I would say this though, like if you were to just think, I'm being dead serious. Think about it. If you were to have a sign that said like "fuck the blacks, fuck the whites, fuck the beaners," whatever. Like there, first of all, there could be a physical altercation in the club because of it. And like quite frankly, that's gonna. If you have a whole group, it being normalized where you can just say like "fuck a whole group" in a club like that. I mean, that's just horrible optics. Like I think most people they wouldn't want to see that kind of shit.
I think it's actually was interesting. I'm reading this whole article now. His initial response was, "I'm going to burn these people to the ground, everything."
Yes,
Let me step back.
I think it's what he said.
Diego, bring up Rabbi. He has Tamar with him.
So and then he says, "You know what? Maybe it's a teaching moment."
It's the bar pass out Illinois record.
Yes, his attorney got involved.
Oh.
Diego,
How you motherfuckers doing?
Randy
How you doing?
he has Tamar with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were just in an elevator and someone attacked a Jew. It was horrible.
There's someone literally attacked the Jew right now in the elevator.
It was either one of them.
So
It was you or your friend?
he's making fun of Nora.
Yeah.
Let's not make fun. Let's give her grace. Come on, give
Thank you,
Nora
Alpha.
grace.
It's okay. I understand me, so it's okay. They don't want to understand me.
No, but you shouldn't.
So what were you saying? Like his original response was,
Rabbi's not my friend.
Yakov, she has an upcoming trial. You think chatting on a fucking social chat app matters? The girl has legal problems.
we were listening to something. He was explaining the fucking news story with David Portnoy, and then you
I
guys
haven't
just
heard
freaked
of
out.
Tamar in like years.
Okay, but he's retarded.
Oh, now she's saying you're retarded because you saw a Jew being attacked. I mean, that's upset. Okay, fine, we'll go on mute. I'm sorry.
Hey, Melissa, I ate some Sicilian chicken the other night. It was delicious.
Oh, Yaakov.
What?
I thought people wanted you
No, I made that point. It was good to see his thought progression from I'm going to nuclear asses to no, I'm going to make it a teaching moment.
I have to say this, like, there is. Do you remember? Do you know a guy named Epimenodes?
Let's see at the bar and piss out Illinois record.
Season 1 and season 2.
Season 2 to call for Abby.
We all motherfuckers can just buy.
So he's kind of like he's right wing, but he's a Jewish guy. That's how I ended up.
Come without any silken shod and wash thy
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Abby.
Yes. It's like he's really.
Jewish lawyer Abby?
No.
Oh, different Abby. Okay.
Mongolian.
Oh,
He
ABB.
didn't get along with her very well. But no, I mean, I remember we would talk about this, like one of the things, and I kind of can understand the impulse and even how they might even think it's a good thing, but like when, especially if they're young and dumb, like from college age people doing this shit, like if you attack them too hard, it's just, you kind of end up looking like the bad guy yourselves as well. And so it's kind of like you have to, I don't know how you would term it. It's like you want to make yourselves hard to hate. And by being like looking vengeful, it it doesn't hit people the wrong way, even if they have a reason to be vengeful.
Wow, that was a real teaching moment, Dr. Pepe. Thanks for providing us with that incredible insight, as always.
Well, I mean, I'm being serious. People are weaponizing the responses of, you know, I won't just, you know, even with what Trump's doing, a lot of people, they're not comfortable with it.
A lot of people aren't comfortable with what Trump is doing. Oh. I'm just saying, Pepe sounds like he's crying or something, like a little baby.
There was one guy who got in my face, and he was like, "Fuck Israel." I said, "Guy, you don't even have balls big enough. There's like, let's say 10 million people, so half are women, and half are like 51% are women.
Well, saying fuck Israel is okay.
No, it's not. It's not
Why?
okay. What?
Why?
He just got in my face just because I was Jewish, just because I was wearing a yarmulke.
It's profanity, Princessia. Bad language makes for bad feelings.
God damn it, comedian, shut up.
He said it to you?
So he didn't know you?
Didn't know, he just walked in.
Oh,
That's in the supermarket. Yeah. Fuck Israel. I said, I don't think your balls big enough. First of all, you're gonna fuck half the population that are men. Can do that, you know. I said, can you handle, can you handle the other half of the population that are women, let alone like 10 of them?
Just as you all get the benefits of being able to go to Israel and have citizenship, there's consequences for what is happening right now in Israel and how people feel. And so just as you get the benefits, the consequences happen when people react. Sometimes they react.
Yeah, the consequences are total war. If they don't release those 25 hostages, and I mean release them soon, they're all gonna fucking die in a war. They've got to release the hostages now. Release the hostages now.
But Yaakov, every Jew in the world has a right of return to Israel. So
I don't know if you've been, but it's not that great of a return. It's very expensive there. And so as soon as you get citizenship, you got to pay fucking taxes on your hotel stays, your income. It's not a great deal, Princess. Nobody wants to go back. People go forward.
Like if after 9/11, when I was cut bail, somebody came up to me and said something to me, I wouldn't blame them because I wouldn't blame them for being upset with me.
Well, did it have anything to do with that attack? You weren't.
But they associate it with Muslims and Islam.
That's really low level thinking.
Yeah, and that was a long time ago. People have grown up, Princessia. They know that it was a scam.
Me, being understanding like that. But so when you said that to him, what did he say back?
Is that why you were in the elevator shafts?
It's fine. Like I watched some of the videos.
Nothing. The best way. My mom.
Did you have thermite detonators with you?
Oh my God, Diego, kick this motherfucker! It's just annoying.
No, it's fine.
The best way to deal with bullies is to lean into whatever they're saying. So
you didn't have thermite detonators.
That sign in the pub.
No,
it's a bully, dude.
What? The waitresses are so stupid. They lost their jobs. The waitresses are dumb as fuck. The manager is a fucking idiot. They all allowed stupid shit.
He's a bully on other issues, not on this.
I mean, those employees. If you said fuck the gays, fuck women, it just like literally.
Oh my God.
You would get fired.
National outcry.
No, it wouldn't have been a national outcry.
What if you said fuck black people?
No. If you said fuck women or fuck the gays at work, if you allowed these people to put that on a sign, you'd be hired. You would be fired from anywhere you worked. And so if they put fuck the Jews, you're going to get fired.
You could steal money from the cash register and probably keep your job, but when you start putting up hate speech signs at work, you're stupid as fuck and you're gonna lose your job. It's a fact.
They're just kids, man.
I know, but the fucking
20 years old, you're not a kid.
The bottle dance.
I mean, they're still young and stupid.
The employees are adults. The kids are stupid. This is what kids do.
Your brain's still developing.
Well, bad kids, but people, rebound and change.
Tired of that argument. Yeah, the prefrontal cortex is still developing until you're 26.
Well, let me ask you this though, Yukov. Did you not do stupid shit you would not have done once you were in your 30s? I have. Okay.
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't do stupid shit in high school.
Well, you were a good boy, I guess. All of us were.
Yeah. I don't know. I thank my parents. They brought me up well. I knew that everything I did had a implication to it.